There we go. And we're off again. Another day of recording. Okay, right. 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back. My name is Dave, and today we got the Geese 2. It's a sequel that never needed a sequel to the first. It's one of those films that should not have bothered and should have been left out. Let's just get this bit of cord out of the way. Legend of British cinema, Edward Fox returns, along with Scott Glenn, Barbara Carrera, and Laurence Olivier. Oliver, however you want to call it. I think it's Olivier. Laurence Olivier is very good. He's at the top there in people. Very, very simple. This film was made back in 1985. In 1985 was almost the year I was born. A couple of years later I was, so 89 I was. So a little bit of information there for you for no apparent reason. But all this to fill up the video. So yeah, Laurence Olivier and Edward Fox are in a all-star cast of mercenaries from one of his 80s films. It's very, very 80s. It's very, very bold, very, very picturesque. I like the way the films are made back here in this sort of day, because you have a lot more cast and a lot more real sceneries, a lot more actual production, like buildings, clothing, more scale. Where nowadays everything's done on green screen and very basic, but the actors get paid an absolute fortune, and I think that is just killing the industry. I don't like it. I like the good old days, but yeah, you got proper people. And here's one of the films where you get a lot of people. It's the Roman Empire. Hundreds of people, and it's just well produced, well done. I just love the scale they've used in this film, and it's the same with this film. It just it does lack a lot. So it's the dying days of the Cold War, and these mercenaries are brought together to go on one of these final sort of missions. And for why they're called the Wild Geese still, I do not know, because I think they just want to drag the name over and try, like I said, making a film of it. It could be like it's one of these missions that are so deadly, so catastrophically risky, that it could change the entire history to come. And it's a bold statement, and I think it falls flat on its face a little bit. Now the objective is to break into the infamous Spandau prison. I think it's on here somewhere. Yeah, Spandau prison, and kidnap of course, the ruthless, brutal Nazi chap Rudolf Hess. Not that I've ever heard of him before in any sort of film or movie, I suppose, maybe because no one actually thought about putting him in there until now. Unless it's one of these people who's created out of nowhere to create a film, which is highly possible. It could have been done that way. Why? Don't know, but we'll see. Surely in history classes and other films you surely would have heard of him by now. I haven't. When the Geese here wants to use Hess as like a political pawn, as it were, to try and make governments realise they're doing something wrong by either trying to hide them or trying to use them for something, and it just really doesn't explain particularly well. It's one of the parts of the film where, for me, why it falls flat on its face. To me, it doesn't explain well enough why they want to use them and why they're going to get him for it. It could be just one of these people that just shot, killed, left, gone, done the job. But no, they want to take him back, and along the way, or trying to take him back along the highway and the roads and all that, there's people out there to assassinate him and the Wild Geese soldiers, of course, to try and murder him, to try and get hold of him somehow and take him back to the prison. There's a lot of enemies out there, a lot of prisoners trying to get their own back as well. There's a lot of people to try and deal with, and one by one the geese get taken out, of course, but the main cast never seem to do it. They all seem to survive until the very end, where maybe one of them might get killed, and he's like, it's one of these wounds, one of these shots or stabs, whatever it is, should be a killer to most people, especially the other cast members. But to this main actor, it's one of these that sort of drag on, that doesn't kill him straight away, but make him last an extra 2 minutes until he says his final word, and then he fades off. That's it then. So to to me that sort of kills the film sometimes. I know they're trying to make a film trying to be exciting. It's the whole point of it is trying to make it a bit more lasting, a bit more dramatic, and it's the way the 80s sort of thought, and 90s maybe sort of thought away how it works. But I just wish sometimes also this film a bit more pace. It had a bit more pace in the film. It seemed quite slow in areas, especially leading up to the old prison break. And again afterwards it seems you get a bit more pace then, but still a little bit on the slow side. It needs to be a bit more. But still, the production wise in the script could have is still there, but it could have been slightly bit better on the old speed of the actual film. Not to give away the end of the actors are pretty bad, but I think they are quite quality actors, otherwise they wouldn't be in the film. But I think really number 2 is should have been given to some unknown cast actors, some up and coming ones. Maybe might actually try and get better performance in some ways. It's one of these that almost made me fall asleep sometimes. I watched it a couple times and sort of think, yeah, I don't know why I own this sometimes, but it's still an entertainment film if you just watch it for what it is. It's not the first time I've said that, but it's honestly, it's one of those films that it's not incredibly rushed to go and get. It's one of these films that you see on TV and you think, yeah, I've seen it now, and now I just want to move on and see something else. An hour and a half film, I think it is. Hour and a half, hour and 3/4. It's longish, but for average sort of film is not bad. Colours on the picture, of course, and it gives the a nice sort of picture quality. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose. It's good enough watching TV once and sort of pass off. There's no real rush to go and own this, but if you want to own it, then yeah, fair dues to you. The case is not really that exciting. Got the characters there and Wild Geese and on the front there. It's nice that the back sort of ties it a bit more to the front. You've got all the explanation there to if you want to read it. Press pause now. No special features on this film such, but there we go, why we're doing special features. Inside, where's on okay, this is quite difficult to work out, but there's a car and a van and an explosion, and there's nothing else in the actual case. Although the case is nice and black and shiny. But one of these films that you can own if you want, but not really rushed into them. But it's a good film, not a good film. Could have worked on a bit more, could have spent a bit more time on it. But no, okay, fair enough. Yeah, 50-50 for me. Maybe you all lot might think of something different. Please let me know if you've seen it in the comments below, what you think of it, and I will definitely have a read up and yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.